It's wonderful stuff in the right circumstances.
It's amazing, I'm such a, I'm laying there and he says, give him 0.002 milligrams of fentanyl. And I'm thinking, 0.002, that's non-existent. That's what's wrong.
It's a homeopathic thing.
It's like, that's almost non-existent, it's like, but that's how strong it is.
Well, I know, my brother-in-law had that.
It's like, oh my God. Oh, so you guys go last night? Here?
No,
they were closed.
Oh, that's right, it was a holiday.
yeah.
I actually had two guys show up in class, I kept getting texts, nobody's in the classroom today, and I couldn't lock it. Okay, I couldn't lock the room, so I text back, I said, I sent you guys an email yesterday, no classes today, it's a holiday. Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I should check my emails.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know somebody else somebody else is not very good at that.
And what? I check my emails, I don't check my Facebook IMs that much. I didn't even know it was there. Honestly, I didn't even know it was there.
How you do?
Yeah, but I don't remember how I got there. I just stumbled across it that one day.
And you had all the messages from me all stacked up in there.
You don't have him in your spam filter?
Oh,
Yeah.
You send him right over there?
Right this hand over.
I don't even know how to do that, spam filter. If I did that, I wouldn't get any mail at all.
God, I don't know. I'm about ready to change my email address again, because that's all I get.
I carried forward a lot of addresses and things from work, and I held on to those for about a year and a half. And then I just blew them up.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing. Life is good again. Looking good, baby. Oh, neat.
Wow, you guys are looking all clean and pressed.
Not pressed, not pressed.
Who could tell? Who could tell with those black pants?
That's
Well,
true.
that's the nice thing about them, I guess.
They're shiny.
They are
When
shiny.
they're new, I guess they are.
Yeah, I watched them and I tried a new kind of starch. I couldn't find any starch in TV. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got this stuff, it's eco-friendly, and it's in this kind of squeeze bottle.
I just took my right off of my lights.
Does that work all right back there?
It looked, you
Oh,
got
yeah,
your
yeah.
stuff.
Stunning, dashing, dashing.
Dashing
I
reserve.
just say, did I use that stuff, which is weird, so.
That's your starch.
They look good.
I'm watching this too. Need more. I'll bring it over.
Well, I tell you what,
That's okay.
we're gonna get you closer to the camera today. Because I was looking at that one where I was standing in front of the camera. I mean, gee, that was embarrassing. But you two guys are distinguished looking, masters of that.
He's
He's talking about us.
telling us.
I know, I heard that.
Distinguished equals all. I got you.
Speaking, speaking.
Don't run away there.
No, just getting a little.
You're just getting your steps down.
I was gonna try and loosen up a little bit this morning, and then the doorbell rang, and it was the census taker
Oh,
asking me
wow.
about my neighbor, because
Oh.
I could never get in touch with him. So I spent about 10 minutes.
Oh, you're that guy. You love those people.
I do.
I don't know. I sent them, I did the thing online, they mailed me something, I did something online.
Yeah.
And, if you come to the door, you miss that sign up front that said, don't worry about the dog, beware of the owner.
Well, he didn't come for me, he was coming for my neighbor.
Yeah, that's,
You're not your brother's keeper.
yeah, that's.
Well, apparently I kind of was this time.
Sure makes me feel good when I stand up again and start swimming. Got a little roll there, dude.
Maybe?
Got a little red color.
Really?
Bend over like that.
Well, than you.
Okay. Don't take my temperature. My sensei.
Her?
Oh, here's seafood.
She's good.
Chinese is seafood.
Getting ready?
There you go.
Oh, wow. Look at you go.
You been sneaking out at night dancing?
I wish. I wish I could dance like this.
I lost anything out there.
There it went. Never mind. Not working. Are we live? Yes, we're live. Okay, so if you're at home and the signal drops, the iPad is not talking to me right now, so I won't be able to see if the feed's gone down. If I have a chance, I'll come check on it again, but if it goes down, sorry, I won't know.
Back to the instructor.
Now to intermediate level students, students at home. Yeah, the app is just maybe thinking about refreshing or updating. All right, let's begin with some breathing. Place your hands on the lower abdomen, lips lightly sealed, teeth gently meshed together. Allow your eyes to close and begin focusing on deep, relaxed breathing. I think I got it logged in, but I can't get YouTube to work. As you breathe in, feel the abdomen go out. As you breathe out, feel it come back in. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Be relaxed. With each breath, begin to imagine a cascade of relaxation flowing down the body from the top of your head all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. Face and jaw relax. Neck and shoulders relax. Chest and upper back relax. Shoulders and arms feel heavy. Stomach and lower back relax. Feel the flow of relaxation through your waist into your hips, through your thighs, backs of the legs. Allow your knees to soften. Feel your calf muscles relax, your ankles relax, and the bottoms of your feet relax. in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Be relaxed. And the next time that you breathe out, open your eyes, lower your hands. Let's start embracing horse. First of our foundational postures. I got it. And release, straighten the legs, lower the hands. And posture number 2, ride the wild horse. Bring your feet in a little bit narrower than shoulder width. Keep that idea of your tuck and your shoulders down. And inhale, arms up. Exhale. Push with the legs, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Small stance. Inhale. Exhale. I texted you, I got it fixed.
Oh, okay.
Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Wide stance. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Playing guitar. Shoulder width apart. Turn the left toes out at a wide angle. Shift the weight. Circle the arms back and around. And release. Shake it out. Other side. Right toes out, 60 degrees. Shift that knee over those toes or up to, circle back and around. And release. Shake it out. Number 4, compass. Shoulder width or a little bit wider with the feet, but same alignment, toes turned in slightly. And begin by reaching up and to the left. Remember, let gravity do the work, not forcing it with your muscles. And 2, down over the left foot. Reach forward, straighten the back, straighten the legs. Down over the right. Roll up and back. And then roll out and up. Other side. Hold here. And go ahead and roll down. And forward. And down over the left. Roll up and back. And roll out. And up. And arms down. All right. Number 5, double dragons leap from C. Shoulder width apart, let's turn the right toes out. Step forward, walking lunge. We'll pull down into a stretch. Form a circle with the hands. And up, inhale. Down, exhale. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. And up. Switch sides. Left toes out, 45. Step forward to a walking lunge. And down from a stretch. And form a circle with the hands. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release. circle the arms back and around. Let's do left hand on top. And begin, extend and rotate. We're from the waist above, keeping hips and knees still. Center. Other side. Center. Other side. Center. Last one. Extend and rotate. Center. Release. Number 7, ride the tiger. Let's start facing the left. Feet together. Get that tuck. And more than anything else, keep that tuck as you step out. And begin. Push up. Other side. Begin. Push up. Step out. Push up. Other side. Step out. And push up. All right. Phoenix spreads wings. Being closer together, but same thing. Get those outside edges parallel. It's kind of easy on this one to end up letting those toes drift out. Not wide to like duck feet, but even this little bit of deviation, you lose the connectedness of this posture. So it is important to maintain that outside edges of the feet parallel, so that even though my legs are close together, I can still root through my feet and feel rounded out through my knees. It's not gonna look extreme, but I'm still thinking round it out so that I feel, just like in bracing horse, this outside edge of my thigh engaged, all right? And relax the arms, head suspended, and up, back, and around. Relax when you get to the bottom. Check your feet. Sometimes the toes can drift a little bit. And other direction, back, up, and around. And relax. All right, let's hit the tiger. Start headed towards the right. And go. Push up. Again. Push up. Again. Push up. To the other side. And begin. And push up. Stand out. Push off. Step out. Push off. Number 10, owl turns head. Nice, good, solid, embracing horse legs. Not done yet. When I was a beginner, I'm like, oh, it's owl turns head. I'm gonna just stand here. No, not yet. Legs. Hands on the hips. Head suspended. Tuck your chin slightly. Lower the shoulders. And rotate slowly to the left. Center. And to the right. Center. Left. Center. And right. Enter. And release, straighten the legs, lower the hands, slowly circle the arms up as you inhale. And slowly press the palms down to exhale. And release, good job, end of Mekong set. Let's go ahead and bow out of basic training. We follow the 5 hearts: faith, respect, perseverance, patience, and humility.
Bow to his instructor.
Bow to intermediate level students. Students training at home. Basic training is dismissed. Good job, everybody. Usually, I don't know, about 2 weeks in, I start to feel like, oh, my body knows what to do with Mekong. First couple of weeks are like, oh, right, yeah. So hopefully at home you're feeling these kind of your body incrementally adjusting to it as well. So we'll be several more weeks on this, and so just look forward to more improvements. Get a drink, come back out, and we will look at double dragons leap from C. They were riding wild.
Looking forward to more
A
improvement.
lot more wild than I was.
That's gotta be excruciating. Hold that all the way around there for 2 minutes.
You're standing, yeah.
Gradually coming together. It'll be a while.
I still feel in some places swallow it.
Yeah. Join the crowd.
And then I just don't have the range of motion, some of those things.
Join the crowd again, that's all I can tell you.
Oh, no, it's just, hey, the fact I can do it is just a good thing.
There you go. Perfect.
I may not be like I was 20. But
Wouldn't that be nice?
no, I'm much happier now than I was then.
Oh, yeah, there is that part of it.
It's amazing. People say, if I could go back, I don't think I would. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's so much better now.
I wouldn't want to be that young today.
Oh, God,
That would
yeah.
really suck.
Chances are I wouldn't have any morals.
I didn't have much at the time. I lived in a fraternity house for 2 years.
Oh, God.
You remember Animal House? That was underdone.
Which character were you?
My fraternity was the military,
Oh.
so we didn't exactly do animal
Who made it?
but we had bear
He's
parties.
the first one on the motorcycle. We made
Some of
it
those
third
right.
floor on our motorcycles.
All right, double dragons leap from C. Try a couple on your own. I'm gonna see what we got. I'm gonna do a couple that you can watch, and then we'll look at the book. So pick a side, you don't have to stay together. Double dragons leap from C.
Leap from C?
Leap
I
from
was,
C.
I couldn't hear, I was wondering.
Double dragons leap from C. Posture number 5.
Yeah, no, I knew what it was, I just couldn't remember, I didn't hear the end of it, so I didn't know exactly what it was called.
Double dragons leap from C. Same thing at home. If you're at home, just try a few on your own. And then hopefully after I do some and we read from CK2, you'll have some stuff to edit. Right? I know that feeling.
Groans. So I didn't do it on the other side.
All right, team. Okay. I'm gonna do some, hopefully they're right, because I don't have the mirrors where I can go, oh. All right, so, and I'm gonna do a side view so that if people are home, they can see, hopefully. And then if I'm doing it wrong, you won't see that. You'll just like, la, 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 it looks fine. I mean, yes, I know how to do it, but sometimes even like, I think you'll find that what your body tells you you're doing versus what is actually happening is not always the same. And since I've had so many surgeries on this side, what I think might be level pelvis might not actually be that at all. So I am telling my body to do it correctly. I don't know if it'll 100% translate. So first thing, You're gonna start with the feet parallel. Step forward. Try not to step in a tightrope. So from your shoulder width apart, step forward. And then there's that stretch. Yeah. Hopefully, a level circle. And down. There's a couple things I hope you notice that we'll talk about in a second compared with the book. Feel free to change your position. You can walk around. 3D. Switch sides.
I think that the groans on the stretch are optional.
I was groaning on the inside. This is my groan side. This hip is not happy. Now, one of the things that I hope you notice is that when first of all, I'm not shifting and moving forward and backwards all that much. It's a minimal pelvis move. I'm shifting substantial to insubstantial between the front and the back leg, so that's happening. But it isn't this huge, big geographical shift. The other thing is, I'm not here. I'm centered. My hips are here. This is my circle. It gets commonly misconstrued that it's here, and then there's a twist, and there's not. It's down, back leg does the work, substantial, push off from the back leg, front leg becomes substantial, push. So yes, my body is changing, but my pelvis isn't moving all that much. You see that? All right, so let me get the book out. And we'll read what Grandmaster has to say. Double dragons, okay. I'm going to look for the greatest hits. Weight distribution should be about 70% on the front foot and 30% on the back foot. Concentrate on the heels and outer edges of the feet. Feel free to do them as you, and I'm going to read through this, but just go ahead and do the posture so you're not like hanging out disproportionately in one strange body position. Let's see. Maintain a tucked in pelvis. Your breathing should be relaxed, continuous, and deep. Locating a point about 2 inches below the navel, push the body backwards with your fingers, gradually shifting the weight towards the back leg as you bend the torso forward and down. So that's kind of where that stretch happens, is he's feeling his center retreating. So that's, whether you put your fingers there or not, that's the part of the body that's moving backwards, is your center. Yes, Mr. Watkins. Yes, yes. Exhale deeply while sinking back. Continue with deep breathing. And then that's how he gets into his stretch. So he gets here and then he pushes his center back. And then he folds down further into a stretch. So that's just an added little focus point that you can think about. So you're going to push out on the bent knee and pull forward on the front knee. Caution, bending the knee inward or towards the center of the body can be harmful. So that means as you're down here, this, not good. Don't do that. Make sure this stays out. Does that make sense? Knee patrol, I'm like, no, don't do that. Yeah, and he's saying, avoid the tendency to literally shift your pelvis towards the back leg. So your pelvis stays in this track, straight, front to back. It doesn't, as you come down, it doesn't shift towards the back leg. It stays center and then up. So that's the tricky part about this one, is the pelvis naturally wants to gravitate towards that back leg. And then the other thing is, I don't know if I'm sure he's going to mention it, is tabletop. So it's real common to have one side up or down, and it really should be flat. So what I'm gonna have you do, I'm gonna keep reading through this and then do a few, and then I'm gonna come around and make a couple of adjustments as I see this so that you can feel it. So there's the stretch. With the chest concave, so now you're at the bottom in your stretch, held in a rounded shape and the fingers slightly stretched, slowly push forward off the heel of the back leg. Inhale deeply while you shift forward. Maintain your tucked pelvis. Continue shifting forward until the right knee is over the toe and the left leg is almost straight, with the rounded arms and hands extending as you complete your inhale. Fingers should be stretched. Then to come back, slowly shift the pelvis backwards while bending the torso forward and downward until about 70% of the weight is on the back of the leg again. Try to fold the body below the navel. Exhale during this movement. So then basically it just repeats. Once you get comfortable with this, you can do these fast. So you do some slow, and then you do some quickly. So just practice a few on your own, and I'm going to come around and make some as socially distant as possible corrections so that you can feel the difference. Hold here, Mr. Payne. Oh, do it again. First of all, you're a little bit narrow, so step a little bit wider. And then when you go down for your stretch, face your pelvis towards me. There you go. Like don't angle it like a straddle. It's towards the front of the room. And then, may I?
Sure.
This hip needs to come up, this hip needs to come down. There you go. So that's lovely.
Okay.
And your knee looks good. And then from there, circle towards the front. There it is. And then come up. Straight forward towards me. Down. Check. Yep, good correction. A little bit down on this hip, a little bit up on this one.
I really can't feel that.
I'm going to twist it. There you go. There you go.
I can feel it right here.
There it is.
Oh, we're flat.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah, we find with these alignments, our bodies will naturally gravitate towards where they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Like where, where it's accommodating for tight muscles and things like that. And this is opening all that stuff. So when you make an adjustment like that, it's really accommodating. Oh, hey. And so just kind of work within that parameter, knowing that that tightness is an invitation to kind of learn to relax that and open up.
Means I'm getting it right.
It is. You're getting it right. And then from here, we go to the top again. And then shift forward a little more. So if you can, straighten this leg a little bit more. There you go. And then up. Good. Good. I don't want you to hurt your lower back. That's. And then fold down. Down a little bit, and this, there you go, it's a twist. It's kind of it's a hard one to communicate. There you go, good. And then try to keep that shape with your hips, even as you move up and down. Looks really good. You may be a little wide and a little long. There you go. And maybe even just a tiny bit more. Yeah, try that. And then if you can, straighten that back leg a little more, so that when you're here, try not to be like here, like straight. And then you are doing a little bit of that diagonal shape, just a tiny bit. So hips forward towards me, and then forward, and then back. Very good, very good, very good. Now go ahead and go through the movement. I'll come to you in just a second, Mr. Loomis.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you, sir.
Let me check. Okay, keep going. Hold here. This is very good. Just lower towards the floor. There we go. Good. Very good.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's flat pelvis. Right? I know, it's like, this is.
Okay.
You feel it? Yeah. But you're letting your knee collapse in just a tiny bit. There you go. Oh, knee. I know. Oh, man. There you go. It's still up again. But you felt it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I say, if you can't find a mirror at home or have a buddy that can kind of help you with that, and just think tabletop. So you want like, the sash is nice because you can see if, you know, you've got one side elevated. And by the way, everybody does, so do not feel bad like, oh, my pelvis is twisted. Everyone's is in some regard. I mean, we are not symmetrical beings. So we've got one tight side and one, you know, other stuff. So totally normal, but this is a great way to learn and experience how to adjust that. All right, let me check you out. Check out the. Okay, your hips look good, but I'm gonna, there's your torso. But the hips are pretty square. Good.
I was overcompensating. Yeah, because I was going out before.
You shifted, when you go back, you do shift a little bit that way, so just, there it is. Yeah, good.
When I do that, I do feel a little off balance.
You feel more balanced?
Off.
Off balance?
I'm not sure, maybe my stance is off or.
So, do it again, and when you start to feel off balance, make a natural foot adjustment and see if that fixes it. Yep, that's exactly what I would have said. And then now you've started to drift towards the back leg, so center again. Your back toes might be able to go out just a tiny bit more. Like, split the difference, a little bit more in between. There you go, try that. You feel it's off balance?
Not bad.
Good. So between those two adjustments, that was correct. You widened it a little bit, and then that's the other thing, like, if your toes, you know, about 45-degree angle. But if they're a little bit too far in, you will find, I'm not in frame, you will find that you are off balance. So even if my double dragon's foot placement is correct, if this toe is too far in, I'm off balance. So you can, see, I don't know if you noticed, that's too far in for double dragon. That's not 45 degrees, that's pretty far in. So correct that. Now I automatically feel more rooted, okay? More balanced. So, and then if you're tight ropey, that too will feel off. So you'll feel it like, you know, this just isn't right. I can't, my hip is twisted, I can't untwist it, my knee. So check this, and then maybe adjust this so that I can sink back, my center is back, my pelvis is straight, like make those adjustments. Then when you come up here, that is your Tai Chi double dragon's foot placement. So this is a Nei Kung exercise, but how many times do you hear us say double dragon's feet in the form? All the time. This is it. So this is the opportunity to find where that is for you and learn to lock in this sensation. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Any questions for me? No? This one's a really subtle one because you think, oh, I'm just doing these things. Well, then are you at an angle? Are you this way? Is your pelvis twisted? Or, you know, is your foot at the right angle? There's a lot to think about, but it's really, they're all excellent postures, but this one is extremely helpful for you to learn how to evaluate where your body is in space, as well as improve your form because we use this position so much. Alrighty, so good improvement. So let's go ahead and bow out. The path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity. Anybody need a refresher on the movements for this one? We good? We good? All right. Path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity. The path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity. You've ever seen Kill Bill Volume 2? Yeah. But yeah, it's like people say, what do you do with that? Well,
Watch the movie.
Totally wiping it out.
huh?
Totally wiping it out.
Yeah. It's either a grab or it can also be a temple strike. So. All right.
That's it, instructor.
Bow to intermediate level students. Students at home, black sass training dismissed. Good job, everybody. Shake it out, get a drink. We will look at repulsed monkeys, but also monkeys as you get out of monkeys into slant flying. So we're going to preview that today.
Something fine.
Slant.
Slant.
Slant, AKA diagonal.
Oh, slant.
Slant.
I didn't put my hearing aids in, obviously.
It's hard with like mask and a filter and everything is muscle.
No hearing aid in either, so
You're double trouble today.
a lot of that is me. When done correctly, okay. If you haven't had a chance to watch Gohring, it's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it's the 25, 30 years later,
No,
and
good.
they've got the original cast. It's pretty cool. It's a little predictable as it goes on, but it's still really good. And the antagonist is that hero, it's kind of scary. It makes it really interesting. They did a really decent job of making that. It's, usually they're not very good, but
No, not good.
this one was.
Good enough. Oh.
Hey there, Sneaky Pete. You getting your steps in again?
Yeah, I'm extra stiff today, I don't know why.
I tell you, it's a long weekend.
I could be.
I skipped yesterday's workout, I was there this morning, so I'm feeling it.
Oh, yeah. No rest for the weary.
And then.
All right.
All right.
So, any questions off the top about repulse monkeys since we, yes, sir?
Can we just see the foot movement for a minute?
Yes, you can. So, just the feet, or do you
Yeah.
want?
Just the feet, because I'm having trouble with that step.
Got it.
I think I'm throwing my hips out like I did earlier. Okay, tell me if you want to try to go heel, so.
Yeah, so toe to heel and staying on this leg while I put this down. That's how you get the correct angle. Yep, that looks pretty good. Yep.
Right there on that funny issues.
Right there?
Yeah.
So,
And
let's see.
I think it's just me.
Well, I'm sure it's not just you.
There we go.
Well, also though, don't, like, I stay here, and this is what I keep trying to emphasize, I stay in this front leg, and then even when I step it back, I'm still on this front leg, then I shift and turn. Does that make sense? Because if you,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, all right. So that was one question before we practice a little bit. Any other questions that's just like, hey, over the weekend? Question?
Is there a distinct turn when you are following through with your arms? Is there?
Okay, yes. So, good observation. A little bit with the head. Well, and my torso is going to go too. But imagine, you've, let's see, I'm going to do it face to the camera. So I'm here. My torso naturally turns, and I do look for a second. But so, that's the turn. I mean, it's not a lot. It opens. I look, then I come back here to here. So imagine you're backing out of a parking space, right? You want to look a little bit what's behind you, but you don't want to forget what's in front of you either. So my attention is here, but I do check, like where's my arm going? Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, it's that it's head suspended but light and swift, so it has the opportunity to not be like, locked in. Excellent observation. Any other things before we practice a little bit? Let's practice for both monkeys two times all the way through, and then we'll preview the move called slant flying, which is how you get out of repulsed monkeys. All right? So let's get to fist under elbow, the end of it. I don't know if I'm on frame, not a little bit. And again, open, repulsed monkeys 1. Sink down, balance step. Very nice. Very nice. And then open, repulsed monkeys 2. Three. Hold here. Front toes in just a little bit so they're parallel. Other way, so meet the back one.
Oh,
So they're both at 20 degrees. So turn the back one out and then turn your front ones in. There you go. There you go.
thank you.
And then you are just a tiny bit tight roped.
Ooh,
That's okay. So,
this should be over.
and a little bit more, not, you're going longer. There you go. And, it could be, there you go. Good.
Gotcha.
Again, very three-dimensional. It takes practice, but I'm thrilled with what I see. All right, reset. Let's do it again. And again, repulse monkeys. 1. Good. Okay. 2. And 3. Okay, release. You're stepping tight over it, so that's all. That's okay. But so that's one of the 3 things that happens. That's if you're doing a little bit of this, just a little bit, which is why you're ending up here. So, think for you. Everyone else close your ears. Good, your feet are fine. For you, think out just a little bit.
Okay.
Yes, for you. Yep. And then, yep. And then that heel will turn in a little bit, which is how you'll get the correct angle. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay.
That's why I'm like, everyone else plug your ears, your feet are fine. Okay. You're totally. Yeah, senior instructor Fig and I joke all the time. It's like, we have a correction for these 2. But if we say that, it's going to break all of these over here. So, it's all like, okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how we get out of repulse monkeys. Bonus, repulse monkeys happens twice in the form. They don't start from the same move, but they do, and then you get out of them the same way. So it's called slant flying. So I'm here, repulse monkeys 1, repulse monkeys 2, repulse monkeys 3. Now, when you're practicing this and it's new, go ahead and do a foot check. I mean, do not do your Tai Chi staring at the ground, but yes, that'll mess everything else up. But when you get here, it's okay to take a second, check your feet, because the feet are important to get you to the next place. So I'm about shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. My toes are roughly at a 20-degree angle. So just give yourself the gift of a foot check when you are about to start slant flying. All right, now back to me. Watch. So slant flying, shift to the back leg, make a circle, step back with the heel, turn, and I end up and hit the tiger feet this way.
What's your left hand doing?
My left hand is patting a dog on the head, and this hand is beauty looks in the mirror. It's basically, that's a kung fu move. Beauty looks in the mirror. So, again, I'm here. A circle. But watch first. Watch. It's just going to get confusing because you're looking behind you. So, I'm here. So I've done my monkey. Follow through like I'm going to do a next one, but I don't. Circle. Sink down. Step in. Step back with the heel. I'm going to talk about this foot in a second. But there and lift. So, we debate sometimes as to like, do we teach this bit or not? If you need this, you can use it. If you don't need it, don't worry about it. But for me, with my surgical knees, my knees don't like sometimes these really extreme rotations. They're difficult for me. So, watch what this foot does. As I get used to, watch it. Did you see it? It just made that little bit of an adjustment so that I can sink down, step back, and this feels a lot like embrace tiger, return to mountain at this point. Yes. And so, ideally, I'm going to hit the tiger feet, this heel, roughly, I mean, it's something off, but it lines up with the toe of the back foot. If you don't need to adjust that foot from repulse monkeys, don't. But if you find that you just can't step all that way around and it's putting weight on the knee and it feels bad, turn those toes in a little bit. All right, so let's practice it together. We'll go over just a couple of minutes. So, And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start it here, and then I'm gonna get to where we're turning, and then I'm gonna run over there so you can follow me from both directions, okay? So here we are, repulse monkeys. We finished the third one, we're here. We're gonna follow through like we're gonna do another one, but instead, I'm gonna shift the weight to the back foot, and I'm gonna form a circle with the hands. I'm gonna go ahead and turn those left toes in a little bit. See me do it?
Yes.
All right, so my weight is now on the left leg. I've got my little circle. I'm gonna sink down, step in. I'm gonna step back with the heel. I'm gonna stay on the left leg as I turn the right toes out, stay on the left leg, set the toes down, shift to the right leg, switch the hands, turn the left toes in. Yep, good, good, pretty good. Okay, reset. So this one, you two gentlemen are stepping too far this way, think that way, okay? One more time. So we're at the end of repulse monkey. I said I would run over there and I didn't do it. I'm gonna do it this time. Okay, I'm here. Follow through like you're gonna do the next one. Turn to the right, shift the weight to the left leg, form a circle with the hands, left hand on top, sink down, step in. Now, stay there. And now, step back, leading with the heel. Stay on the left foot. Now, stay on the left foot, turn the right toes out. Now, shift to the left, switch the hands, turn, go right toes in, left toes in. Hold here. A little bit more that way with the front foot. Good. A little bit more. There you go. Yeah, back. Very good. Very good. Give me that one. There we go. Very good. All right. Release. You want to see it again?
Please.
Yeah. All right. And we'll continue working on this one another class. Or if you're coming tomorrow, definitely work on it tomorrow.
I have a problem with my balance.
Yes.
Stepping back.
Stepping back, you have a problem with the balance? Okay, so you've double weighted, so stay on that front leg. Maybe don't step as far back. If you're having trouble with it, make it small, tall and small. So, but, so go ahead and try it again for me. See if I can talk you through it.
Okay.
So monkey, and then follow through first. Now turn back towards me, form a circle with the hands, left hand on top. Sink down, probably turn your toes in a little bit, that'll help you. There you go. Sink down, step in, get your balance, stay on that left foot, and reach back with the heel of the right. But don't shift into the right, stay on the front foot. Yes, stay on the front foot, turn the toes out. Stay on the front foot. You're shifting as you're turning your toes out, which is what's causing the balance issue. So stay locked onto that front leg, now turn your toes out, and now shift and turn. It's okay if the feet are a little bit off, but that's the key. So is to not be double weighted in that middle. The key to, and let's be honest, when any of these steps where you have to do this, for that minute or that second, it's off balance, but you only stay there for just that split second. And the way that you spare yourself extra time in the fallout zone is by, I'm very much on this foot, I'm still 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 on this foot. Now I do that shift. So I try not to end up in the middle with my feet out here like I'm on ice skates, right? All right, so we're over. So we'll look at it again tomorrow night in class and probably again on Thursday in here. All right? Any last questions? No? All righty. Good work. You guys are troopers. Back to intermediate level students, students at home, master's class training dismissed. Good job, everybody. Shake it out. You're welcome. Think happy leg thoughts.
Happy leg pop.
Happy leg thoughts.